Although there is no definite date when Las Vegas will reopen, the Wynn Resorts is being proactive with a plan of what they're going to do when reopening occurs. Find out next this plan on The Life of JT. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell next to it for notifications so you know when I post a brand new Vegas breaking news video. And let's get started. Big shout out to the Wynn Resorts. During this whole shutdown, they have paid all full-time and part-time employees, not just the regular salary. They also have compensated them for possible tips that they would have made during the shutdown, which was averaging about $3 million a day total, $180 million for the 2-month span. They expect to open back up mid-May. Let's cross our fingers. I know my trip is coming June 7th through the 12th, so cross our fingers. Vegas opens up mid-May, and of course, even when it opens up, it just won't be the same. Let me go over some of these procedures that the Wynn Resorts have implemented that they're going to do when they reopen. Everything that I'm about to cover, I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can check it out yourself. There's about a 23-page health and safety guidelines and procedures. So I'm going to target some of the main things that I've seen in this website. And like I said, if you want to go over the whole thing, there'll be a link in the description. But let's start off with all the restaurants. All the restaurants and tables, they plan to practice social distancing, which means they're going to have to move the tables apart from each other and only a certain amount of people at each table. That's the first thing that I noticed. The second thing that I noticed was they're going to have hand sanitizer dispensers at all the entrance, which they probably should have had for quite a while, thinking about how many people touch machines and everything. I used to always carry a little hand sanitizer with me whenever I'd go to Vegas. After each machine, I'd rub it down. You know, obviously washing your hands is the best procedure, but it's nice to have that little hand sanitizer. That was the next one. I also read that all employees are going to be required to wear masks and gloves, which if you've ever worn masks, that's extensive. You know, I wore it for 2 hours going to the grocery store and felt like I couldn't breathe, but that's a good procedure. I'll probably have to bring a mask when I go to Vegas, probably at least give one to my mom, which is going to be hot sometimes in those middle summer months of Las Vegas. Now this one tripped me out. Thermal cameras. I don't know if you even know what thermal cameras are, but they can actually measure your temperature. And I heard that if it's over a certain temperature, they're going to take you in another room, employees and guests, into another room and take your temperature. And if it's over a certain amount, they're going to find medical attention for you, which is going to be crazy knowing what if you're just not feeling well, have a little bit of a fever? What if you're staying at the hotel? Are you going to be kicked out of the hotel? That's something we're going to have to monitor. I mean, a good idea, but it's going to be tough to implement that whole system, especially when you're coming from out of town. And I heard all hotels are going to provide all their guests with hand sanitizer and I think some kind of like Lysol spray for your room, which would be cool too, because then you can spray off everything yourself, which I know they're going to be cleaning them very well, but it's nice to have your own little defense. All gaming machines, I heard, they are going to clean hourly. On the hour, they're going to come and wipe down all the machines, which is a really good procedure. They probably should have been doing this years and years ago, but that's a good procedure. Also, like poker tables, I guess after every usage of a chair or a spot, they're going to wipe it down. They're probably going to have hand sanitizer wipes and Lysol and different cleaning products at the poker tables. Sports books, also kind of like poker tables and stuff, they're going to clean the chairs after each use for that, so that's good. The pool operations, all lounges, chairs, cabanas are going to be wiped down after each use. All the elevators are going to be cleaned on an hourly basis. That's their plan for that. All the restaurants and bars, all the chairs are going to be wiped down. I think they're going to do a certain capacity in each bar, which is going to be kind of tricky because you know, it's hard to have this big establishment and only have a certain amount of people. So that's going to be tough to implement in that. Also, they're going to have strong social distancing protocols, so there probably won't be a group of people together. They're probably going to separate people and stuff like that, which is going to make it really odd and strange, especially if you go in a huge group to Las Vegas. And what are they going to split up you guys and say, you go over there, but I'm with these people, you know? So that's going to be hard to implement. Might make some people mad. I understand why they're doing it in the procedure, but that's going to be tricky on that one. And the last big thing that affects me, your boy JT, as you guys know, I was planning on a slot pull, which got canceled this past couple weeks ago. But I was going to do another slot pull, but I'm probably not going to be able to do it because a group of people is just not going to work, which is super sad. But I am going to do maybe a slot pull of just myself doing a live stream, possibly, if I can get the okay at like the Plaza. I know Cosmo, you can do it as long as it's not in a high limit room and you let them know. So that's the procedures that I have. Like I said, the full list is going to be in the description. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section of all these procedures, if they can implement them or some are kind of crazy. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you very much. I'll keep you guys tuned in on breaking news in Las Vegas, and we'll see you for the next one. Later.